What's up, Soul Macies? Welcome to Soul Special for your Lions Gate report. This is a very important report and or message, jizz, for my Pisces, Virgo, Aries, and Sagittarius. Okay, so you all are grouped together on number 4, which lets me know that you're about your business. Okay, it's all about building your foundation. Okay. And it's really about trying to make the best of your situation as you try to propel yourself. Now, we do have the total number of 147 as our main number for this year's Lion Gate. Now, you need to understand Lion Gate affects humanity. Lion Gate comes as a lesson. It excels, it expels, it exposes, it can exploit you. It's a catapult stage, okay? It can move you upward or it can drop you down. But it's still for the sake of you succeeding, okay? We're dealing with Leo, 5th house. It's all about your progress, your shine, who you want to be in life, okay? This could definitely be about your profession. It could be regarding money. It can be regarding romance. Okay, so we don't know what's coming out. If you haven't checked out number 1, Taurus, which had the was the only sign for 147. It was the first one. Then we have U4, and then we have the 7 at the end. So the Lion Gate number is 147. You can look that up as an angel number. It's a guidance number. It's pretty much giving you the elements of what's involved on your journey, okay? So we're going to find out what type of gate you're at this year, okay? And hopefully we can check back during mid-season, which will be around December, to do a check-in to see where we are, because everything begins to unfold 8 months later. So around March, April, and May, shit's going to be coming out. The universe is going to start resolving stuff. And what I've learned about Lion Gate, it's really about developing you. It's a time of maturation. It's time for you to get out of the clouds and get out of the illusions and get out of that other stuff, because you have rude awakenings that you are going to have to face. Okay? So you all are at the North Gate. The North Gate. Now, if this pertains to you, you know what it is. The sun, moon, rising on the cusp. And it could also involve other signs that are highly aspected in your chart that regards Lion Gate. So look at your 5th house. Okay, the North Gate. Now that could be the city, a city up north. Okay, when you enter the city, okay, this could be the north side of the company that you work at. I don't know. But it's definitely a direction, isn't it? It's definitely a direction. Let's just see what's going to play out this year for Pisces, Virgo, Aries, and Sagittarius, my survivors, my overseers, my daughters and chargers, and my disciples, okay? Respectively, okay? When I say respectively, it means in that order. Remember, this is a classroom, study hall, okay? This is a place where you can come and get a lot of good points for those who are interested in learning and having a really good education. I'm your girl, because I will give it to you. See, because people die because they have no vision. When you don't have no knowledge, you don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? You don't have no vision, you don't know where you're going to die, for real. And you can be breathing and be dead because you have no life. All right, Pisces, Virgo, Aries, and Sagittarius, this is your movie for Lionsgate. Oh, you have Catch Me If You Can. Man, this is a good movie. Y'all got based on a true story, okay? This is based on a true story. Catch Me If You Can. This man was an iconic con, okay? He talked his way into some of the best professions. He even had himself flying a plane. Didn't know anything about it. He taught himself. He knew how to talk his way into shit. Catch Me If You Can It's starring Leonardo DiCaprio, and it was created and released in 2002. Okay, so that's it's some elements around your experience this year in the next 8 months. Um, you know, you have to watch the movie to kind of see where you fit. Okay, but it reminds me of the old cliche, uh, "Fake it till you make it." That's what this is. Okay, fake it till you make it. Let's see what the root of your line game report is. What's going on in the next 8 months, dear source, for my overseers, my dodgers and chargers, my survivors, and my disciples. What's going on with them? What's the root? The root. Oh, you have Lee and JUU. Okay, Lee and JUU. So Lee here deals with distance. Okay, it can also deal with one. Okay, it's pretty for Chinese. Now this stuff is important. Now it's pretty for Chinese, and it also deals with clarity, which makes sense because you are identified by the leaf, okay, which is about clarity, enlightenment, and change, okay? So for some of you, it may be a change of attitude would bring you great success, or would knock down doors and get you the things that you want to achieve, right? One thing I can say about this man, whoever he was willing to give life a try. He was willing to do some stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's also dealing with hunger or your appetite, lust, and greediness, okay? So that's what you're dealing with, the JUU, okay? The JUU. Ooh, my window thing fell down. Okay, so to be doing all these many things, you must have an appetite for something. You see what I'm saying? And it's probably success, okay? Some type of achievement. Maybe you want to be in the limelight. I don't know. We got a little light right here, okay? So maybe things are leading you to building your foundation through these channels. I don't know, but it's definitely about taking a chance. Now, Catch Me If You Can, though, was dealing with some illegal shit. He was doing stuff he need to be locked up for. Like, you cannot go around flying planes you have not had formal training for. You see what I'm saying? And putting people in danger. The hell? Let's see what your oracle message will be for this season's Lion Day. Okay? 147, and you are at number 4, the very foundation of creating a success story. It's the place, to me, it's kind of like when you at 4, it's kind of like you had to been somewhere at the bottom, and the universe lifts you up, right? And it gives you an opportunity to try to reach for higher goals. Pretty pink baby blue this year. Okay. And this could go across, like that could be Outcast, pretty pink baby blue. Why don't you teach me something new? I'm something in my point of view. Just crawl, baby. Crawl, baby. And some people want to run and jump before they crawl. You know, you got some people that got mass knowledge and don't even have a high school diploma, don't know nothing, but they got mass knowledge. They got master teacher knowledge. I'm trying to understand. You see what I'm saying? You need to be very careful. You be very careful about what you say, you know. Okay? Pretty pink baby blue. There's some growing up in here. Did I say that earlier? There's some growing up to this. Okay? It's also, to me, like masculine and feminine energy as well. But it's young. Okay, so this could be about starting out. Okay, maybe you got a little Taurus in your chart because they're number 1. It's all about being at the start, starting out, the beginning. Okay, and also can deal with leadership. But here with number 4, you building. You may be building with somebody. Pink and blue may be obvious colors this year. Okay. Maybe somebody's having twins. I don't know. Let's see how you're going to be feeling, though. Oh, you may be meeting your twin. And I don't want to get off into that, because I have a real issue with the way readers just throw out information. We have really damaged some people, giving them information that they're not ready for. I'm hearing a lot of people saying there are a whole lot of things that they're not. And I have to take responsibility for that because I'm on this station too. But y'all know I don't release stuff. We got readers on these stations, got people believing that they goddesses and that they are a whole lot of stuff that they are not. You can't be anything without going through a process. And then it's levels to this shit. The universe ain't gonna jump you from a baby in a diaper and put a crown on your head. Only man gonna do that. And the only reason why they doing it because you in the lineage. You still have advisors and stuff that's running shit for you while you young. That's all. I keep telling y'all, it's about maturation. It's about growing up. That's what Lion Gate does. It has you realizing the truth about yourself and others. Okay, so your mood is more into lion energy. That's fitting. Okay, so that makes sense to me. If you had number 4 building and everything, you might have a little, be a little more intense than normal. You know what I'm saying? Because, and I don't think it's because you mean to be. I just think it's because it's kind of natural to have that intensity when you're trying to build and get somewhere. And generally, when you're doing things, the universe usually sends you disturbances, annoyances, irritations, something. You know what I'm saying? Because it's really kind of the irrigation of growth. Okay? So it says it's important time to guard against being self-centered, over-opinionated, or pushy. Okay? During this time. Let's see what else. You also, wow, when we talk about Taurus, now I can't make this shit up. Now y'all know I'm gonna speak the truth, okay? It's now a good time for focusing on your finances and practical matters. Didn't I say that? You're at number 4. Okay. I don't know what you're building. You could be trying to build yourself. You see what I'm saying? Building knowledge. But when I look at Leo and I look at Taurus, I definitely see grind and shine. Okay? Let's see what house we're working out of. Okay, this source. So what's the main houses? My survivors, my overseers, my dodgers and charges, and my disciples are working with this year. What are they working with? Okay. Lion Gate report, your source. What are we working with? You all are going to be working through the Aquarius ascendant sign. So you're going to be working pretty much maybe with Aquariuses of all types. Again, sun, moon, rising, and on the cusp. But these are sharp-minded people. This may be strongly aspected in your chart. And you may take on this energy, of course, because this is the house you're going to be working out of. And it deals with a lot of open-mindedness, okay? It deals with being funny and kind, idealistic, modern, clever, observant, and intellectual. Now, let me tell you about this clever. That's a lot of catch me if you can. Now, don't get cleverness confused with being intelligent. It is a type of intelligence, but it's not quite intelligence, okay? It's a mixture. I can say it's coded, but it's not intelligence, but it's a lot of smartness, knowing how to get around stuff, okay? And you got to watch this movie to see what I'm talking about. This year, you may be dealing with your ankles, your shins, and your circulation system, okay? Working in this house, you'll be social, approachable, and non-judgmental. You will enjoy music and literature. So somebody's reading this year, okay? Go ahead and pick up them books, get that knowledge, and be what you say you are, okay? You're always up for new experiences, yet always need freedom and time alone. You are humanitarian and strive to take action when you are suffering or cruelty in any form. Your outward demeanor is friendly, free-spirited, and witty. You can be eccentric in your behaviors or lifestyle. You are intelligent, progressive, highly inventive, and technologically advanced, some of you. Your purpose is to inspire others to be more conscious, kind, and peaceful. See, you're leveling up. Straight leveling up. All right. And I know Aquarius is to be intelligent and very exact and very good at their work. Whatever they do is precise, okay? It is the work, okay? It's all about the work when it comes to Aquarius. Yeah. So let's dabble into these little cards. I think we're at the right space and see what's going on. We got our moods going on. So I see you're going to be pretty serious, pretty intense. You're going to be enlightened, and that could be in your field or just self-awareness, okay? And with this pretty pink baby blue, there could be some, some enlightenment as well. Because that's why you have mates and you meet friends and stuff to teach each other. Oh, this is what she told me, to get a perspective. To get a perspective. Whoever is it, this man and woman thing, this, I don't know if you go together, if you're friends or whatnot, it's about perspective. Somebody, you're giving each other perspective. There's growth here. And it really puts me in the mind of a sibling. When I was a young teenager and I didn't understand, and I may have this attitude, and then she would turn around and say, well, see, that's your fault because of what she would help me to see. And it grew me up. So a little constructive criticism, you're going to have to learn how to swallow that if you want to grow. Now, if you want to stay a baby, you don't have to listen. Because that's what's going to stunt your growth when you're not listening. This is all about development. You're going to have to listen to somebody. At 4, it's all about, it's like personal to you to grow. Because you're trying to get to the next level. You're not satisfied at 4. Okay? You're not satisfied at 4. It's a good foundation, but it's a beautiful foundation to grow from, right? And I see some of you either praying for a commitment, or it's a commitment, a falling out commitment, non-committal attitude, but I feel like you're praying for some type of commitment. I don't know if it's you want the commitment or you want someone to commit to you. Again, it's pretty pink baby blue here, okay? There is concerns here, okay? Caring natures, okay? How to assist. Now, for some of you, this could definitely be professional. Could be part of your work, your career, whatever you're doing here this year. Lion Gate is dealing with that. It's dealing with commitment, either a desire for a commitment or getting out of this commitment. Because you want to change careers. You want to do something that's more humanitarian. We got the Queen of Cups here that's dealing with the public, okay, with the people, okay, servicing the people, whatever that is. The Queen of Cups can be many things. It's something here about eye level here, and sharing the how do I want to say this? An equal amount of emotion. The way you feel about me, the way I feel about you. Pretty pink baby blue. It's equal. What you give out, it comes back to you. It's equal. It's very level. And you want somebody that's level-headed. Okay? It's something about being level-headed. And here, let's get back to basics. Now, I do see some of you, this is definitely about servicing overseas. Okay? Now, I don't know where you are because my first Soma Seeds that signed up for my station, they didn't live in America. So I don't know who I'm talking to. They maybe want to come over here. Okay? Or you may be in America and you want to go over there or something. Wherever it is, you got to cross the sea to do it. Okay? And some of you are praying about this commitment. I feel like some of you may be a little afraid. I don't know if it's because you're on the water. Maybe this is a test of new skills. And then again, it could be coming out of something that you don't have no experience in. Catch me if you can. This has happened. I know somebody that this happened 2 years ago. And they had a really good job. And it was a few years later when they did the background check on them and found out that they didn't have the credentials and what was the qualifications for the position. They ended up losing their job. Really good job. But they played it for a long time. Catch me if you can. Okay. But it's definitely something about seeing how somebody can help somebody this year. Okay. And again, it's under this intensity here. And then we have this Nine of Pentacles. It's about solitude, having your own space. Didn't I tell you about developing yourself? Being able to be independent, being able to acquire whatever it is that you want to be. Okay? Okay? You can afford you. Even when it's hard, you can afford you. Okay? You at number 4. Perfect card that describes your first foundation, your basic foundation. Okay? The leveling up stage. Okay? So when I look at the Nine of Pentacles, she's kind of a split to me between High Priestess and the Empress. Okay? And because one thing I know about the Nine of Pentacles, they like their space, they like time to themselves. Okay? I think that came out in your card, didn't it? Yeah, Aquarius. Freedom and time alone. There you go. That's what's up this year. That's going to be your outcome. You're going to be granted that space. So you can have time alone so you can create yourself, so you can build whatever that is. Now, according to these cards, I don't really see relationshipness, if I can say that, the coming together of the pretty pink and baby blue. But like I said, this could be anything. This could be a curtain, but it's significant. Pretty pink baby blue is significant. Okay? It could be a car. It don't matter. A blue car with pink seats. Who knows? I don't know. It could be anything, but it's significant. Believe me. To your rest. See? Because this is kind of a rest as well. Like I said, High Priestess energy. She likes her own space. She likes time to herself. It's a lot of thought processes going on this next 8 months. But we're going to see where you are, hopefully, around December. So it's not a whole lot to say here because I got 3 cards. But it's something here about carrying your emotions or caring for people. But it's something here that's deeply emotional that you're dealing with. It's you, it's them, it's humanity. It's something here that's dealing with a lot of dripping emotions, okay? It's something here quite in the end about one being a little bigger than the other. And this is material, okay? Now this could be actual material, like materials that you work with or you're thinking about using. It's something that's big and small. I feel like you want to put it together. Now, it could be pink and blue in color. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. It could be feminine and masculine, But the small one seems to be the turnaround, seems to bring about a 360. It seems to stand out the most. I don't know what this is in this Nine of Pentacles, but it's something. And it's something here about when it comes to the small material, the lesser money, the lesser fabric, the lesser return. I don't know. It could be money. Like I said, it could be material, it could be anything. It seems to have a more of a higher quality or shine or standard or something here. I don't know what it is. But I feel like it can turn things around. And you would think it would be the bigger. But it's the smaller piece that makes it, for some reason, that makes it respectable. But it's definitely something here about knowledge, sacred knowledge, secret knowledge, you know. And sacred and secret knowledge is not always the Bible or spiritual knowledge. You got sacred, secret knowledge that's in your industries that you are privileged to know about. Okay? Behind the scenes stuff that you wouldn't normally know. You know, stuff that people may come home and they're not supposed to talk about, but they may let you know a little bit of, and you be like, oh, I never would have thought that. I didn't know all of that goes into that. That's what's here in this Nine of Pentacles. It's like you see it. You see it, though. Whatever it is this year. Okay? Let's see how your soul is going to be responding this year to this information. Because I see you pretty serious. I feel like a lot of you are very career-oriented this year. And you know, the universe loves that. You know, one thing the Most High love, he don't call lazy people. He don't call lazy people. You need to be working. He call busy people. Oh, you got the same thing as somebody else before. So you got this card as your soul card. You keep in your eye. See that Lee? See that Lee? I don't know if you're going to find something or you're going to see it. Whatever it is, you're going to find it. You're going to see it. It's in this card. I told you. You're going to know. You're going to know. Your soul will lead you to it. Now, also, I see that there is, somebody's thinking corruptly. There we got catch me if you can. I can't make this up. Somebody is thinking corruptly. I forgot about that. You catch me if you can. Thinking corruptly because, like I said, this man took on a lot of different, he took on a lot of professions and none of them he was qualified for. I think he was a doctor and he did a lot of stuff that could have damaged people. You know, you need the Queen of Cups heart when you in those types of services, especially if you're in a hospital. And then you got Lee here again. It's definitely something you're going to see, but you definitely thinking corruptly. You are thinking corruptly. Okay? Right? It's just the word that we use now for some of y'all, you know, you may not see it like that. You just see it like, you know, I got to fake it till I make it. I never could do that. Fake it till I make it. I just don't know how to do it. You know what I'm saying? What you see is what you get. It is what it is. Yeah. But, and I see you trying to protect, like they say in the streets, protect your head. It's like you're trying to protect what you know, and use it to your discretion. I feel like that's how your soul is using you. But I also feel like you're at that deciding factor. Because, see, you in your left brain when you're thinking about whether or not you should take these chances, if you should get a little dirty, you know, because it may change. You know what I'm saying? It can bring home a check. I'm not going to. I ain't judging nobody. I get it. Okay? But it's there, and that's where your soul is at. I get it. You know? We all had to be somewhere and did something to get higher. You can't ascend without being descended. You see what I'm saying? So maybe that's just where you at, and there's a lesson to learn. You know what I'm saying? You know, because this card right here puts me in the mind of myself in the past, of some curiosity that I had. And let me tell you something, the universe will set it up for you. Because I certainly needed to know why. I could not understand it. The universe will set it up for you to know, and then you got an answer for it. So I'm just telling you, I was not sent to you by mistake. I don't, let me tell you something. I know what this is. I'm just telling you, it's going to be a lesson in the end. That's what Lion Gate is all about. Exposing, excelling, exploiting, okay? Catapulting. What you going to do? You're going to promote or demote. What's going on? Let's see what's going on with your help or rescue for Lionsgate season. Help or rescue. Well, there you go. Okay. The alphabet. You got to learn something from A to Z. Here it is. Get your vision checked. Some of you do need to get your vision checked. I said that in another vid. I'm sure it's one of your houses. You need to get your vision checked. But you're going to have to learn this from A to Z. You're going to have to watch. Okay? You're going to have to learn it from A to Z. You can't fool around, because you're also putting yourself at risk. Okay? With taking these chances. But for me, it's kind of cool. Because I know you see the benefit in it. I know it's a temptation. It's a temptation, you know. And I know some of you who've been in this line and on that 4 for a while, you might be thinking like, Lord, do I need to get down and dirty, damn it, to get your attention? Trying to come up. Okay? Let's paint the picture. Let's see what it's going to look like for you. Top and bottom of your source. For my survivors, my overseers, my dodgers and chargers, and my disciples. Paint the picture. Wow. You have His Majesty. Okay, so we're dealing with 21, which deals with cutting through, okay? Trying to... It's a lot of your picture, painting your picture, got a lot to do with you being receptive, which is, again, in what your soul is leading you to do, is to be receptive, okay? To see the light. You need to see the light. You need to see the light. You probably need to humble yourself and be more of a listener, okay? Because there's the mountain here, and it can be put in your pathway to block you. This can also stand for an obstacle that you have to figure out how to get around. You know, so, Lord, don't move my mountain, but give me the strength to climb. And Lord, don't take away my stumbling block, but just lead me on around. And that's exactly what they're going to do. They're not going to move it. You're going to have to learn some lessons, hard lessons, okay? Okay, and it may be, you may have to go through corruption to learn it. I mean, I had to go through it. I didn't live it, but somehow, some way, if you want to come up, you either going to be in it, or they going to bring it to you. But some way, you're going to learn it, okay? And here is the master key here. To unlock that key, okay, you're going to have to retreat and still your thoughts and gain wisdom, higher knowledge, whatever that means. What is higher knowledge? Higher knowledge could be anything. You ain't got your high school diploma, go get your GED so you can go to college, so you can get a trade. All of that's higher knowledge. You're gonna get in them books and you're gonna be wild about what you like. I didn't know all of this. It's a whole new world out there waiting for you to expand your mind. You just gotta see the light. You gotta see the beauty in it. You gotta think about how you wanna go through it though. Okay? You can go through it through the white, or you can go through it through the brown. It's your choice, but you're gonna go through it. You know, it's just like a woman with a baby. It don't matter what decision we make, we still gotta have it. You know what I'm saying? See, there's some bargains. There's just some things that's not up for bargain in the universe when they created all of this. It's just some stuff you got to go through. Okay? Let it make you. Don't let it break you. Okay? So I feel like you got a nice picture here. This is a picture of promise. This is a picture of breakthrough, really. But you got to be still, like in the 9 of coins. A lot of a long time. This is a process. Don't expect things to show up tomorrow. This is a process. Okay? And hopefully we can check in December, see where you're heading, you know, where you are, you know, if you're okay, you know what I'm saying? But you got to figure it out. You got to get around that obstacle to get that key. Okay? The key to the crib. Just like I told my baby. It ain't nothing like somebody trusting you with the key to their house. Don't too many people do that. But when somebody give you the key to their house, there was this man who did prison time. He was on drugs real bad. He had to do time. Got sober, got clean, came out ministering to people. And one of his best rewards, he said, I got people giving me keys to their house. They would have never done that. Because they see what? They see that light. They know it's true. So you can't lie. People like me, you can't lie to me. I can see the light if you got it or not. That's why Spirit Bees in the 9 of Pentacles. Because you don't see too many people with that light. I finally met a brother that seemed like he got some light in him. And that was good to know. Because sometimes you feel so alone. When you're in the 9 of Pentacles, you can feel so alone. And you may go through that this year. But that's good for you. Because really, it's the divine keeping his baby all by themselves. Get you all groomed and washed up and ready for the world. Because they know you're going to go through some stuff. And it can be good. You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting for my good. You know. It can be good. But we got to go through some stuff. And see, when you think you know, I keep telling you, I had to learn. When I met my master teachers, I realized I didn't know shit. And I learned to keep my mouth shut. And now that the things that I do know, I can teach the ones who don't know. Don't try to teach people that know. Don't do that. You're making a major master mistake. So this retreating, this silence, this having to figure stuff out, it's going to put you on your path. It's going to put you on your journey. It's going to catapult you to where you need to be. Because I feel like you all are being catapulted, but you're at a stalemate right now. You're going to have to figure out your moves. So let's see which one of my beauties is going to be connecting with you during this time. Who's going to be working with my survivors, my overseers, dodgers and chargers, and my disciples for Lionsgate? Who's going to help you? My African goddess beauty, Long Bubby Susie, the goddess of shame. Shame. She probably telling you shame on you if you ain't read them books. Gotta read them books. Get that knowledge. I don't know. Is she saying shame, catch me if you can? Is she saying shame because you're not doing what you need to do? Whatever that is, you refusing? Okay, you're not trying to get around this obstacle. You're not trying to see. You're not trying to learn A to Z. Okay, you need to see A to Z. You need to learn A to Z. And these are the basics. These are the lowercase. These are the basics, y'all. Wait until you have to start developing in the basics. Okay, it's just like elementary school. You learn your little addition and stuff. Then you go on to the next grade. You learn a little bit of that, but they push you on till you get to algebra. Then you be like, wait a minute, hold up. I wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Even though I did good in algebra when I had a male teacher, a male black teacher, I always excelled it. I didn't do so good with the other teachers. I had females too. But with male black teachers, I excelled really high in math. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling y'all my testimony. But let's see what Long Bubby gonna be telling you. And I'm not mentioning that for nothing. Somebody gotta learn math. Somebody gotta learn math. And it's more than just the basics. Somebody gotta learn math, or maybe you need to learn the basics. Somebody gotta learn math. Okay, Shadow of Shame, Garifuna Belize. Release the Temple of Shadows, okay? And it's dealing with the fire element. Long Bubby Susie keeps the children of Belize terrified. Viewed as a shadow monster, she has the power to kill or to nurture with her long, scary breasts that contain milk and poison. This beautiful Afro-Indigenous spirit may be a distortion of the Arawak-Tano moon goddess Atabi. You are beautiful and loved. Do I need to say that 3 times to y'all? You are beautiful and loved. You are beautiful and loved. Every part of you and your journey is beautiful. Even the ugliest moments. You have a heart, soul, and breath that makes you beautiful. You are secretly scared that you are not enough. Shame is lying to you. What you shame about? It's lying to you. That's what she said. You are not broken, unlovable, ugly, or unworthy. Shame keeps you small and hiding. Accept yourself now. You are a bright light. Allow yourself to... You're going to see that. Allow yourself to see who you really are. You are doing the very best you can. You are lovable and you are complete. I am protected. Now, when I give y'all this, you need to understand what being complete is. It's in you. But you got to develop it. You got to start with the basics. Don't try to be superwoman if you ain't been to training school. See, she had to learn how to fly and do all that. You got to learn it. Shh. God sent you a teacher. Be quiet. That's what's being required of you a lot of being quiet and hard work this year. That's what I'm seeing for you in terms of your Lion Gate. Let's see what your creative advice is. Don't force it. That's your creative advice. Don't force. See, we was talking about flying. And then I see him flying, and then I see him stretched out on the belly, which is a type of exercise to strengthen your back. So some of you may need to do back exercises as well. 31 is the number, and that may be significant to you. An architect built a cluster of office buildings around a central green. When construction was complete, the landscape crew asked him where he wanted the sidewalks. Just plant the grass solidly between the buildings, was his reply. Just plant the grass solidly between the buildings. That's what he told them after they asked him about the concrete. By late summer, the new lawn was laced with paths of trodden grass between the buildings. These paths turned in easy curves and were sized according to traffic flow. Okay? These paths turned in easy curves and were sized according to traffic flow. In the fall, the architect simply paved the paths. Not only were the paths beautiful, they responded directly to user needs. What are you forcing? Where can you ease off? So it's saying allow. Just allow. He allowed the place to grow. When he came back, he threw the concrete on it and it transformed into something beautiful. Okay? So you do your part, and then we have to learn to allow. And I understand this could be a struggle. And I tell you, you're going to be struggling because y'all are at the foundation of building, of expanding, of getting to the next level. You are content, but you're not satisfied. And that's good. That's a good place to be. Okay? So, yeah, just don't force it. Take a break. Contemplate on your steps. Okay? Watch that movie, Catch Me If You Can, because I'm sure you'll begin to understand the elements of your Lionsgate event. And I appreciate you for tuning in. Don't forget to support this platform. And if you ever need a personal reading regarding any of these subjects, just check the description box and hit me up, okay? Because I would never ask you, okay? Peace.